Hello, today I will read from the book of 1 Chronicles, the chapter 15. Dark brought to Jerusalem. After David had constructed buildings for himself in the city of David, he prepared a place for the ark of God and pitched a tent for it. Then David said, "No one but the Levites may carry the ark of God, because the Lord chose them to carry the ark of the Lord and to minister before him forever." We saw before that someone touched the Ark of Covenant and he wasn't a Levite and he died. Uzzah. David assembled all Israel in Jerusalem to bring up the ark of the Lord to the place he had prepared for it. He called together the descendants of Aaron and the Levites from the descendants of Kohath. Uriel, the leader, and 120 relatives. From the descendants of Merari, Asaiah, the leader, and 220 relatives. From the descendants of Gershon, Joel, the leader, and 130 relatives. From the descendants of Elizaphan, Shemaiah, the leader, and 200 relatives. From the descendants of Hebron, Eliel, the leader, and 80 relatives. From the descendants of Uzziel, Aminadab, the leader, and 112 relatives. Then David summoned Zadok and Abiathar the priests, and Uriel, Asaiah, Joel, Shemaiah, Eliel, and Aminadab the Levites. He said to them, "You are the heads of the Levitical families. You and your fellow Levites are to consecrate yourselves and bring up the ark of the Lord, the God of Israel, to the place I have prepared for it. It was because you, the Levites, did not bring it up the first time that the Lord our God broke out in anger against us. We did not inquire of him about how to do in the prescribed way." So the priests and Levites consecrated themselves in order to bring up the ark of the Lord. It wasn't enough to just be a Levite or even a priest, but to consecrate yourself. Because even if you were a Levite or a priest, and if you did not consecrate yourself, you could die. Because you could not touch some holy things, the holy things, if you are not consecrated. So the priests and Levites consecrated themselves in order to bring up the ark of the Lord, the God of Israel. And the Levites carried the ark of God with the poles on their shoulders, as Moses had commanded, in accordance word of the Lord. David told the leaders of the Levites to appoint their brothers and as singers to sing joyful songs accompanied by musical instruments. Songs, instruments, musical instrument, lyres, harps, and cymbals. So the Levites appointed Heman, son of Joel, from his brothers, Asaph, son of Berechiah, and from their brothers the Merarites, Ethan, son of Cushiah, and with them their brothers next in rank, Zechariah, Jaziel, Shemiramoth, and Yehiel, Uni, Eliab, Benaiah, Maaseiah, Matithia, Eliphelehu, Mikneiah, Obed-edom, and Yael, the gatekeepers. The musicians, Heman, Asaph, and Ethan, were to sound the bronze cymbals. Zechariah, Aziel, Shemiramoth, Yehiel, Uni, Eliab, Maaseiah, and Benaiah were to play the lyres according to Alamoth, and Matithia Elifelehu, Mikneiah, Obed-edom, Yael, and Azaziah were to play the harps, directing according to don't know what is that. Kenania, the head Levite, was in charge of the singing. That was his responsibility because he was skillful at it. Berekia and Elkanah were to be doorkeepers for the ark. Why? I mean, what doesn't they should bring up and take the Ark of Covenant? And what are all of those things? The leaders of the musicians and the singers. Why? Because David learned from his mistake. At first, he was joyful. And other people, not the Levites or the priests, took the Ark of the Covenant in a cart. But now, even the sing are organized in a good way and with a skillful man, people, and with a priesthood. I mean, everything was done for God. At first, maybe joyful, oh, yay, for the God, but now, David puts more importance and learned from his mistake. You cannot pray to the Lord just everything you can sing to the Lord and carry the holy things. You can, but you cannot carry the holy things while playing however you want, singing however you want. If you are not first consecrated to the God, and second, everything to be pat with the maximum importance, with a skillful man, with everything was how was it here? By the priesthood, by the Levites, by the people who were born to do that, to sing to the Lord, to sing. I mean, to do the holy things, everything it was necessary, and singing too, carrying the holy things and singing too, leading the people of Israel into a prayer, into a singing, into a worship, Shebania, Joshaphat, Nathanael, Amasai, Zechariah, Benaiah, and Eliezer, the priests, were to blow trumpets. What? I mean, the priest should do the priesthood like what? Just to preaching? Priest. A priest was more than just a preacher or a leader of a church. Was something totally different. And they had so much responsibilities. Yeah, with sacrifices, with patting, to be a mentor, to be a spiritual mentor, to be a teacher for others, to teaching them the law of the God, of the Lord. But not just that. And to prepare sacrifices like burnt offerings and so much offerings where the chiefs were they're too like bakery chiefs and butchers and everything they needed, but they were singer too. They were singing too. Were to blow trumpets before the ark of God. Obed-Edom and Yehia were also to be the doorkeepers. For the ark. So David and the elders of Israel and the commanders of units of 1,000 went to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord from the house of Obed-Edom with rejoicing. So Obed-Edom was put as a doorkeeper because at his house, it was the ark of the covenant. It was left with rejoicing. David, elders of Israel and the commanders of unit of 1,000 rejoicing. Because God had helped the Levites who were carrying the ark of the covenant of the Lord 7 bulls and 7 rams were sacrificed. Now David was clothed in a robe of fine linen, as were all the Levites who were carrying the ark. Even the clothing are so much important. The clothing can say about you, about your how you behave in front of God, in front of holy things. Were carrying the and as were the singers. And Kenania, who was in charge of the singing of the choirs. David also wore a linen ephod. So all Israel brought up. So fine linen were Levites were were recruited Levites, singers in Elkanah. So all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Lord with shouts, with the sounding of ram's horns. And trumpets, and cymbals, and the playing of lyres and harps. As the ark of the covenant of the Lord was entering the city of David, Michal, daughter of Saul, watched from a window. We see now, mistaking the next chapter. And when she saw King David dancing and celebrating, she despised him in her heart. Yeah, everything sounded good. But David made a mistake of his behavior. And everything was very well organized. And the last thing is, even if you have clean clothes on outside, and one inside too, maybe, but it's not about. It's about, or maybe it's about how you behave. It's something a bit different, but maybe inside something. How you behave. How you behave. He didn't learn everything. He learned from his mistake a lot. From his mistakes a lot. But he is doing another mistake that will not cost his life, like life and death, but will cost his life, like Michal, daughter of Saul, despised him in her heart. We will see that she will never want again to share her love for David in the physical way, but she kept a distance of him, even if she was his wife, one of his wives. David made a mistake with that, with polygamy too, but not a mistake, lots of mistakes, but still. Sad. Another mistake. But not in front of God, like God didn't got angry and killed him or punish him, but was we must behave of ourselves, because at first we must give our report of our life to the God, but we love the God, but love the others too. I mean, it's like respect for God, but respect for others too. For them, maybe you will not going to hell. And I don't know what he really did, but he was a king and he could have all the wives he wanted, but maybe for some mistakes you are not going to hell. You are not making a mistake to the God, and not to even to maybe even to hurt in a bad way. Yeah, but it's a hurt. Like you kill someone or maybe you did something that can despise your partner, and you will lose her forever. Maybe forever. Only if God is helping you there. I know it's very complicated, but we should behave ourselves. We will see in the next chapter what will happen, or what really happened, and why Michal, daughter of Saul, despised him. Okay, there was a chapter. Yeah, you should consecrate yourself. Maybe David, I don't know, did he consecrated himself? He put the Levites to consecrate themselves, but maybe I don't know. Maybe he did. He 7 bulls and 7 rams were sacrificed. Uh, but still, we should be careful and may the God help us. Because if you hurt, even if in that way, maybe I said it's okay for God, but it's not okay for your partner. Yeah, but still, even that is not a full. God is not full happy because he see some sadness. He see some sorrows, some and despise some things. Some it's not peace and harmony in all your life, and those things can destroy, can take out the whole happiness and joyful, and can paralyze you, can make you good for nothing, emotional, because she despised you. It will destroy you. You should pray for God and God to help you out. It's very complicated, but I don't know if God, for God, everything is possible. Why? Why to lose all your happiness for your in for this life because you despised? No, but because someone is despising you because of your behavior. You should thank God at first, but others too. Maybe God is not concerning about how you pray to Him. If you are consecrated totally for God, and if you do in God's eyes, maybe everything clear, everything perfect. Maybe there is that way that she is not liking you. She is not about just about she. It's more like it's subject to churches. For churches, if you are going to a church that there are some things that they don't like in the New Testament. It says the apostles. If you are going to a church that they are not eating meat or like pork or Adventist, if they are Adventist, and in front of God, you're totally clear, and you eat pork, you eat pig. In front of God, you have no sin because of that. But in front of them, you are a burden. They will despise you. If you want to marry an Adventist woman, you should thank her too. Or you should pray for God to enlighten her to understand like you understand the way of God. Just an example, maybe other examples. Maybe your wife will be a vegan. Not just an Adventist, maybe a vegan. Maybe even not just a vegetarian. But it's not okay. I mean, all the humans are drinking milk from their mothers, or if not, from the cows. You should not be vegan. It's forbidden. God did not create that you to be a vegan. Maybe a vegetarian if you really want that, but a vegan, no. You should drink your mother milk when you are a baby. It's forbidden in the God's eyes to be a vegan. That's from the devil. Because God created a woman to make milk for her babies. Okay, there was a chapter. There are it's coming more subjects, but okay, that was a chapter. May the God bless me, protect me, and delight me in the next chapter too. And if you want to see me there, to God bless you and goodbye.